Does a talkative coworker make you wish you had a trap door by your desk? We've all been in that situation. You need to get some work done and your coworkers keep bugging you. And maybe you have one of those coworkers who either doesn't have much work to do or gets everything done very quickly. So he or she kind of goes around the office and holds court, talks to people, talks a lot to people. The minutes start to add up and you realize you're not getting work done because you're having to chat. You can say something like, hey, I'm really busy. I've got to focus on this work. Can I catch up with you later? Sometimes this works fine. Other times the person really doesn't get the hint or will say, oh, you can do that stuff later, just stay late. For you, those may not be good options. So how do you get rid of that coworker who just can't take the hint? Here's a tip that I found works. It's a little unusual, but try it because I think you may be surprised by the results. It's to give that person some work. So if they're sitting in your desk and they're talking about the weekend's football games and all their fantasy and this and that and the other thing, say, you know what, I got to catch up on some things. I'm happy to talk to you. Let me give you this. If you wouldn't mind alphabetizing this report, that would really help me out a lot. Or, hey, you know these paper clips I have? Could you kind of arrange them in a certain way? Give them some sort of menial task that you would have to perform. Now, there's a chance the person will say, sure, I'm glad to help, and they'll start to do it. But in most cases, when you give someone a little bit of work to do, suddenly he or she becomes much less interested in talking to you. You're not being rude. You're kind of saying, hey, the price for talking to me is having to do a little bit of work, so if you want to stick around, you're welcome to, but you're going to be helping me out with my job instead of hurting you. Try this technique very often. It makes a talkative coworker speechless.